At some point in the day, a task becomes a thought. And that thought is like, I'll remember this, which is bold. Because historically, we don't. Now, most of us aren't disorganized. Our brain is just running about 17,000 background processes and then pretending that everything is fine. So today we're going to talk about Microsoft To Do. Not because it's exciting, but because it quietly saves people from themselves. This isn't about doing more work. It's about carrying less load in your head. Tasks live everywhere. Emails, meetings, chats, sticky notes. And our brain is out here like, yeah, I got it. Microsoft To Do exists to take all of that and give it one place to land without judging you for how it got there. Now, before we jump in, let's answer the most important question first. How do you actually get to Microsoft To Do? You can access Microsoft To Do online from any browser at to-do.office.com. It's great because if you're working remotely or on another computer or just don't want to install anything, you can also use a standalone app as well on Windows, Apple, or Android. Same task, same list, everything stays in sync. Everything in To Do syncs automatically. Phone, laptop, browser. If you add it in one place, it shows up everywhere. And if you live in Outlook, there's great news. Flagged emails automatically show up in To Do, so you don't have to rebuild your system, you just upgrade it. Microsoft To Do is your personal task space. This is your list. No meetings about it, no comments, no pressure. Outlook is where tasks accidentally happen. You flag an email thinking, this is the system. It's more like optimism. Planner is for teamwork, assignments, visibility, accountability. This doesn't replace Planner or Outlook. It works with them. Now we get to clicking. So, this is my day. Not my life, not my ambitions, just today. If it doesn't need to happen today, it doesn't need to live in my head today. And if you don't finish something today, nothing bad happens. It doesn't yell at you. It doesn't move it automatically. You just choose again tomorrow. Lists are how you stop negotiating with yourself. This is a good example of how I use it. Again, not to plan my life, just to stop things from floating around in my head. Here's my work list. I have the simple title, sub-steps, a due date. I also have reminders, and I can repeat tasks as well. Remember, less is more when starting off with To Do. And for this waiting on list, it's more for the tasks that technically aren't mine anymore, but they still live rent-free in my head. Creating a task is intentionally boring. That's a feature. A simple title, a simple due date, a simple reminder if you don't trust the future you. And honestly, you shouldn't. Set future you up. And that little check mark? Underrated. If you flag an email in Outlook, it shows up here automatically. That's Outlook admitting, yes, this is a task. Planner tasks assigned to you also show up in To Do, which is Microsoft saying, we know you don't want to open 5 apps. Thank you. This is where people usually struggle. They overorganize, too many lists, too many rules. And suddenly, managing tasks becomes the task. You don't need to set this up perfectly. Just start with one list Let it earn your trust. My day for focus, a few honest lists, due dates you actually respect. If it lives only in your head, it's not a task, it's a thought. Microsoft To Do is not about productivity. It's about mental clarity. It's personal. It's lightweight. And it works best when you let it stay simple. You don't need to become a productivity person. You just need your brain back. If you're a current Kite Tech client and you want help figuring out how Microsoft To Do fits into your day, reach out to your client experience manager or the help desk. And if you're exploring ways to make work feel lighter, we'd love to have a conversation. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me. Your tasks have finally somewhere to go.